All right, so get this stream up. I've been doing a lot in my office this morning, so I need to get a little organized here. There we go. Okay, stream is up. So, so today is day 17. Yesterday was day 16 with the envelope. I think I told you I probably would do the story of the lights that we went to see. So that is definitely where I'm heading here. I have the photos all printed, stuck in the slots where I think I want them. And then went from there. And now that I think about it, at one point today, I meant to actually add just more of these and do like a smaller piece either in front or behind. But as I was going through and printing, I was also at the same time, I pulled up my laptop and I got the blue screen of death this morning. So I've been working on that for a while. Fortunately, it's fixed as far as I can tell. It involved a call to Microsoft because I looked at the things they were suggesting and that looked like too much for me to handle. But sorry about that, guys. I moved the camera a little bit on you. But anyway, so that's all resolved. I think life is good again. The print to size app saved me because I was able, while I was waiting for them to call me back, I was able to grab all my photos, get them resized, get them printed, and life is all good. So, hey, Moira, good morning. Or afternoon, actually. It is afternoon. It looks like it... I thought... I looked at the clock about an hour ago, and it was 11 o'clock, but it's now 1:20. That's how fast the day is going. Anyway, so let's move on. And I need my laptop because I want to get some videos uploaded today for January, actually. So here is my page from yesterday with a little tag that I used for wrapping the photo, this bag that we used. We talked about this a lot, kept it pretty minimal with embellishments because it was so busy. I have now added in my strip of wrapping paper there, just loose in the bag there, just to remind me of what it was. I did also alter one more thing that I need to show you guys. The cover on this has been bothering me since I did it. There was something about it that just didn't feel right to me. And I kept looking at it and it just bothered me. And I think it was the fact that, and I'm trying to find the piece that I had used. Here we go. So I used this piece from Colorcast that said Hello December, and it was... it's an acrylic that's raised, but I also used a chipboard piece that's raised as well. And both of those things together, plus the 2022 in red, were really bothering me. And I display this sitting like this on my Calyx unit in my scrapbook room. So there's my new cover. So this was sitting here like this, and then it said 2022 in red sparkle letters. I think maybe if that 2022 had blended in a little bit more, it would have bothered me less. I also traditionally don't do Hello December. Hello December for me is usually on that first page, and then it says December 2022 somewhere out. And I had thought I had this piece, but I couldn't find it when I went to look for things to do before I started my cover. So anyway, all I really did here was I kept this the same. Fortunately, this piece lifted off and left the adhesive on the back. So I was just able to kind of take a little bit of that adhesive off with my fingers, just add some more of this, and it sat. I added this, I had this Christmas magic on here, and I added a December tradition to that as well, so that I could get the green, the aqua, and the red, which are pretty important colors. The navy is missing from here, but I'm okay with that. I am so much happier with this cover than I was with the old one. There is a video, if you missed that, for the cover, where I put the cover together. So that's out there. And it was bugging me so much that yesterday after I was done, I looked at it and said, I have to fix this or it's going to drive me nuts. Now, once this goes on my shelf, I'll never see it, but I'll know it's there, right? we're like that. But I like, the other thing too is there's only one piece of thing that's not flat, and I think that just helps the book lay better. So there we go. There's the cover. Much, much happier with it. On to December 17th. I have done some prep work for what's going to happen for the week, Monday and Tuesday. Well, today I'm not going to do anything very exciting. It is snowing here again for, I don't know, day whatever. They thought we'd be sun today, and I am seeing no sun at all. It's still gloomy and gross and getting really cold. Our high on Christmas Eve is supposed to be 4 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's going to be cold here. I'm sure, Moira, it's going to be cold by you, because I think you're even colder than I am. Well, not you, but the weather by you is colder than I am. That sounded awful. So anyway, nothing too exciting. So I'm going to put some decor stuff in here of things that have changed in my in my house. So that's going to be this new sign. It says, "This is so cute. The weather outside is frightful, but the wine is delightful. Is so delightful." So I've got that sitting on my island with a bottle of wine. Hey, Tammy. Then I'm going to do a spread about my Hallmark movie watching. I've talked about this before. They do countdowns for the Hallmark movies on the regular Hallmark channel. If you watch, I think it's Hallmark Movies and Mysteries does other ones, and they don't count them on here, but, oh gosh, yes, Moira, snow and cold. Anyway, so you can Google that countdown to Christmas if you're watching Hallmark movies. I'm setting up the page next door. This is going to be pretty decorative. I don't have a lot to say about this. I might talk about what my favorite one of the season was so far. I haven't watched them all because they've not all been on, but I'm slowly catching up. I think I have about 8 more movies to go till the end of the season. So I should be fine, because I do a lot of that kind of stuff when I'm just kind of hanging out. And I realized I forgot to punch that extra hole for this so that it lays properly. I'll do that afterwards. Setting that up. The next day I don't have a lot going on, so I'm going to use 2 pictures of Linus. So this is Linus, who you guys hear all the time. So I'm going to figure that out. He's taken to a couple of new things, so I'm just going to add that in, because this book is about every day as well as holiday. All right, so let's work with day 2. So they're 17. So I'm going to pull this out, and I know the colors of this are the greens and all of that. Maybe I'll pull it out anyway, just in case I think I need it. It'll make it easier if I need to pull it. And then I'll just put that in there. I'm still loving the fact that I put that 16 there. I think it's cute. I keep shutting these. Okay. We'll do that. And I did have the smaller pockets that I could have done these, everything but these as the smaller landscapes, but it is what it is. Okay. So the first thing I know, and I'm sorry you guys, my sinuses are really bothering me today. I'm not sick. It's just not fun. So I'm sucking on a Thieves cough drop to kind of help my throat this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. The one thing that I know is that I need some sort of card in here, and I don't have to back these. They're not 4x6, they're phone size, except I'm thinking I do want to back them. And as I'm looking at this, there's a lot of red here, a lot of green and blue here throughout this whole thing. This light show is very nature inspired, so you see a lot of light up against trees and that kind of stuff, so I wanted to make sure I got that in as well. And I kept taking like this, there's some stuff in the trees here and here, so it's kind of fun the way that all looks. So as I'm seeing lots of blues and greens, I think I need to use some red. This is the only picture of all these like sweet treat lights that has a lot of red in it, and I'm okay with that. That's there. So I'm just going to grab my folder of red paper. I'm sure I have red, although I should look at that. I'm going to say I'm sure I have red within my Twinkle assortment, which is this year's. But do I have enough? Because I need 1, 2, 3 sheets of it. I'm going to just go with my regular red stuff to do this. And here's, I'm using Carta Bella White Christmas here for the red. That's the red I brought. I also brought this Carta Bella Greeting Gifts, which is a tone-on-tone green, as extra pieces. Now I can also add, if I want to, I can add strips from the papers that I'm using in that kind of stuff to kind of pull this in. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal though, because just because I can't think, sorry guys, words are hard today. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal that I coordinate it back, because I think there's plenty of coordination as it is. So that's kind of where I'm going with this whole thing. So actually, the cool part about this is I think I only need to use one sheet of paper here if I do it this way. Now, not that I can't use all that twinkle paper. I mean, I bought it to use it, right? But it'll be nice to just get this done with one sheet. I wasn't doing multiplication, otherwise I would have known that. That makes it easy. Okay. And I still have not put the batteries in, and I said yesterday to myself, put the batteries in before you leave the room, and I didn't. Part of that is I think I was just concentrating on that cover so hard, I forgot about everything else. Okay, so easy peasy here. I'm just going to put the photos straight on here. The one thing that I did when I took photos last night is I had my boyfriend stop at the opening to the exhibit, and I took this photo because that's the name of it. And I think that's cool because I don't need a title. It's there. So that is a little hint for you. This seems to be overlapping this particular card a little bit. So make your life easy and just do stuff like that where you take photos, especially if you're into having titles on all of these. I don't on mine. If I have them, I have them. If I don't, I'm not so concerned. And honestly, I usually don't. I do on all my layouts pretty much, or something that kind of is the title theme. But I don't do that so much when I'm doing this project. Okay, and then I'm going to do that back to back. Just again, I do that just because it makes it easy. They match, they don't slide around. Otherwise, I find they slide around a lot. You spend all the time designing these layouts, and then you see white parts that you don't want to see just because they're sliding around. So this part's probably not going to be all that exciting because it's just a lot of gluing and putting it on the card. So that's kind of boring. It was very exciting that I got all my wrapping done on Friday night. I'm so happy to have that finished. So actually, I was going to say all the presents are bought. I have a friend that we don't always exchange stuff, but sometimes when we see stuff for each other, we'll buy each other a present, whether it be our birthday or Christmas or whatever it is. And I found a mug that is so perfect for her. So I'm going to do that, and I need to get just like a single pack of coffee yet. Yeah, those trees are beautiful. Okay, so that one goes in here. This will make my life easy too, because as I'm embellishing, it will make it so simple. I loved the Cinderella carriage here. Disney keeps running throughout my life right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. It makes me happy. Oops. I think I might have said this before. I think on Christmas Eve, I'm going to show up with my my Christmas Mickey ears on. So my great nephew who just turned, one of my great nephews, I have two of them, but one of my great nephews who just turned 2 is going to be there. And we left Disney on the Sunday before Thanksgiving. They actually arrived in Orlando on Thanksgiving Day. So I'm thinking he might think those are pretty fun. And his great aunt is just silly. Okay, so this one might need to be cut down. Or the photo just is a little bit smaller there, which is fine. Yeah, it needs to be cut down just a smidge here. All right, then I need to get rid of those ends. Otherwise they get into everything. Okay, so I did it this way. Not that that matters. Okay, so then I can actually take this one and go back to back as well. And one of these photos is quite a bit bigger than the other. I don't know if I trimmed something or what I did here, but that's okay. This one can afford to lose some space on it. Okay. This one was neat because this was the entrance. Then I have this Believe photo, and on that photo, on the back of it, is the a journaling card spot. So I haven't used one of those in a little bit. So I'm just going to go through. That one is okay. I could also use one of these on this day in December and pull through some of that green. I do kind of like that idea. Maybe not. Otherwise, this one would be cool if it was on, aren't they, Tammy? They are beautiful. Moira says she doesn't put titles on her entries either. This one might be better here because I could have put the number in there. And then if I wanted to do a lot of green to pull this in, I could either use that or that. And I love this because it's so bright green. And I actually think that that is not part of, I think that's from a pack that I bought from Ellie Studio. I don't think this is one I've printed. Yeah, that came from a pack from them. I'm just going to look and see if I have any other green things that work that are from the pack this year. No, that's good. What do I keep telling you that I should be listening to myself is grab the first thing that works because that's what works instead of spending the time trying to decide on it. Oh, actually, this came from the back of, I even remember, this is an old 12 by 12 collection from LA Studio called Live, Laugh, Love, I think. That's what it was called. I so miss their 12 by 12 collections. I just don't, on a regular basis, I don't do a lot of pocket scrapbooking, so I miss that. Okay, so let's grab this and pop that in there. We need to get a number on here somewhere, and we need to have, and I've just got this one over here just to kind of remind me of color, that I'm really seeing the color here. So I think this flow, this flow across these 3 pages is going to be really nice together because the colors actually work really easily and well. Yeah, it goes like that. So I'm seeing a lot of space up in here. That's a great place for something. I also realized, I'm going to go back to a couple of my chipboard things here. I haven't used much from my chipboard from this year. So I'm going to go there first. And then I'm thinking maybe up here for the number, but maybe if I can find a sentiment, of course I'm going to use my little, have all my little pieces like this. Enjoying this I really like because I could pop that down there. I like the blue of it. I was not warm and cozy last night. It was chilly last night. I like the Soon It Will Be Christmas Day too, because I'm really feeling that right now is that it's getting close. Oh, here's a holiday movie time sticker. And I am going to take that and pop that and just put it up here. And I'll stick it on to that sheet with the Hallmark stuff so I don't forget it. I do like the We Love This Tradition. I like the little bit of holiday magic here. And this could actually sit like on the outside of the pocket right there. I think I'm going to do that right there like that. So then to kind of come across, I'm thinking it might be nice to come across with the number here. Also could have gone down here too. But I like that space in there. I'm thinking if I have the 17 in red, and I do not. So I don't there, but I do here. So this is an older sheet from last year. The ones before that, I think, are the year before. Yeah, the ones before that are 2020. So I was originally thinking of this one. I did have it in green, but I think I have plenty of green going on here. So this is where I'm thinking we're just going to pop it in there. Oh, I pulled the 18th, not the 17th. Whew. That was close. I would have just actually put it back over the top of the other one. I do have plenty of number stickers, so I wouldn't be too upset about that. Okay. So number is on, and I'm liking the juxtaposition there of those two things. There is a little thing here that says, look at all the twinkle lights as well, too. So let's see if I can find a spot to use that. And then I'm thinking I need to maybe put something like what I looked at right here is this one right here. And again, doing that right in that blank space. And then something down here. There is a 'Tis the Season here. And it has like a little bracket on the bottom. So that's okay. I was hoping for something, let's see if I like it better. If I come all the way across, I do like that a little bit better. This one I could bring some washi tape out, but if I don't do that up here, which I don't think I want to, yeah, I like all the twinkle lights too. It's so cute. I don't think I want to do that because there's not a lot of space up there, and I want the focus to stay on those trees. As a matter of fact, I might. I think it's going to be a pain to get this up. It's fine. I would have probably put that up a little bit tall, up towards the top there. Let me just look and see if there's anything else. I can always pop something up. Oh, and I did have the enjoying this as well. Although I do have this back here too. Let's see. I just found another movie thing that says favorite holiday movie. So I'm going to pop that there to maybe talk about that. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's go to the back here and see. Let's see. Oh, We Love This Tradition would be good too. Because we do love this tradition. And let me grab my, I like to do this sometimes because then it keeps my hand out of the way so you guys can see. This would be a nice place to put it. So would this. And then that's going to sit here. And this will sit, yeah, this is going to sit across from that wine thing. Or I could put it up in here. This photo feels like it has enough going on. This photo feels a little bit blank to me. So I'm just going to add that in up there. Now all these are going just right on top. They might shift a little bit here and there, but I'm not in here because they're not quite 4x6. Oh, I almost did that upside down. So I'm liking that. Now the question is, do I want something on the bottom here? Let's just look. I think I found it. I think. Remember that And To All a Good Night sticker I had? And that would go back to kind of work with that. Yeah. Well, yes, no. It's okay. Not sure I love that. There is one that says this was so good. Or Merry Christmas to all. I think I like the green in this one. I think actually what the problem might be is that I need to have it going across. So that's okay. I'm thinking I need green. I have one that says, let's see, let's look at the other side. And I have one that says, we had so much fun in green. So that could work. Oh, here's one that says Twinkle Lights. Or A Beautiful Sight could work too. Actually, I need to convince my boyfriend to do the let's drive around and look at Christmas lights thing. Fortunately, he humors me. Okay. I don't know, that's feeling like too much. It's funny that the fact that this is chipboard and that is not does not bother me as much as it does this way for some reason. Anybody need an elf sticker? Because there's one on here that I will never use. And my stepkids, God bless you all who do that, because I was explaining that to Joe last night, what that was, because he didn't understand. And I'm like, oh, God bless the people who do it, because it's a lot of work. It's very cute and very cool, but oh man, that's a lot. Oh, okay. I like this much better with the white and green. Let's see if I like it better here. Nope, I like it up here better. Just taking up some space up here. Okay. So that's all good there. Just trying to see if I want to put any more of the stickers on here, because I could do something here and then maybe something up there. And look at the, oh, here's the Twinkle Lights thing. So if I do it here, then I would do it down here. And it was snowing, so I caught a little bit of the snow back there, which is kind of fun. And then I could do, here we go. We had so much fun down here. And then those kind of work together. And what I'll probably do is when I'm done, just because they're sitting on there now, but when I'm done, I will probably go back and add these to the inside of these pockets. Just I'm a little bit more concerned about getting these damaged because they're thinner. Okay. Oh, you guys, let's see. Do I want to add an enamel dot, or do I want to just leave it as it is? Because I'm kind of liking it the way it is. Could it? Oh, I could add some enamel stars or hearts maybe. Let's see where I have 4 of those. I have 4 of those. So maybe let's try to add one and see what I think. Just for something, yeah, I think that's cute. And I think I'll do them all in green here. I could do red, but I'm just thinking green for some reason. Or I could do this mint on these two. And that's what I'll do. I'll do the mint on these with the green one because they show up just a little bit better. It's just a little more dimension on here because it was feeling a little boring to me. Oops. There we go. I don't think I'm going to add it to, thanks Tammy and Moira. I don't think I'm going to add it to these just because those are going to stay outside of the pocket. So that's just a little something there to keep it from being too boring and have nothing going on. Although I have red stars, maybe, let's look at that. Maybe, gosh, I have plenty of red stars as a matter of fact. So let's look at adding some of those. Maybe a little red star with each of these too. I have them, it won't hurt to use them. And I think it's doing something in that space that's really kind of boring. Because that space is very boring. Okay, and I just need the other two from this one. And I've used up some of my enamel dots. Yes, I think I like that too, Moira. The contrast is making it for me. I think that's why I'm liking it. All right, much better. I thought, boy, this is way too, why can't I have the hard ones on the days that I have plenty of time? Today I have so much time that I could play around with this for a long time and it just came together and it's all good there. So again, I'll take these, I'm gonna put them on the inside, both the stickers and those enamel dots. Just, especially the enamel dots, I like to protect them a little bit because sometimes they fall off. Let me grab my book with the new cover. By the way, the one thing I'm not completely loving about this is white and that is cream, but this is really cream. This is an in between and that's white. So I think in the end it all works together. One of these stickers is cream, one of them is white. So you can mix cream and white, just do it intentionally. But sometimes that's a little harder to figure out. Okay, let's get, oh, this guy needs to go in. I'm so excited about this. And by the way, yesterday, after I signed off, I did go through and look at my last 3 years of books and kind of made some notes to myself about stuff that I had not documented that I didn't want to forget. One of them is a photo of like all the trees in my house. Whether I use those big, little, however that is, that might even happen for my Wednesday page where I'm doing some of that. And then, so that was a big thing. I've got ornaments photographed, but I don't have the trees. And it's not that big of a deal that I have them every year, but I'm kind of missing them. And I know I didn't do all of them last year. So I'm thinking it might be fun to do all of them this year. And then I also don't want to forget to do the picture of the card wall where I put my cards. I think I talked about that before. So that's one of the things that I like to use, both flipping through my own book now, but also going back through last year's, besides, of course, the memories are so wonderful from that as well. And going, oh yeah, that's right, I remember that now. But anyway, so that's kind of two things that I looked at and thought, okay, I'm missing that. When I was kind of looking at Linus today, I thought, oh, you know, I don't have him in my book at all. And he's been doing some things that are a little bit different from him besides being extra whiny. So I thought, you know what? I want to actually get that, get him in the book. And I'm just looking at this and it's interesting. I must have punched a hole in this before. So there's an extra hole down here. I'm going to punch one up there, I think, just so that it's in all of these, or maybe I don't need to do that. Oh, it's only on the back. Oh, that's interesting that I did that. Anyway, but that's just a thought as I got squirrel. Sorry, you guys. So as I'm thinking about it, it's like I'm more than halfway. What am I missing? What stories haven't I told that I might want to get told this year? The other thing that I know I will want to do eventually, and I usually do that in one of the last couple of days, is photograph all my gifts from my clients all together. And so I do that, and then I just write down who gave me what somewhere. And it's a little hidden so that I don't ever usually use last names, but usually use initials and that kind of stuff. So that's another thing that I know I'll want to get in that week after Christmas somewhere, probably that maybe Tuesday, because there's not a lot going on that day. So I'll kind of figure that out and figure out what to do there. So all right, you guys, so that is it for day number 17. Hope you guys are all well and that you're enjoying your day today. Probably lots of last minute preparations are going on because it's a week away, which is crazy. I don't know about you guys, but I think this season went so fast for me. I came back from Disney and was kind of in the Christmas spirit already because of that. We were immersed in Christmas, but I felt a little disconnected because that wasn't my home Christmas. And then Thanksgiving happened. So that kind of was like an interesting interruption in that. I decorated all that weekend, and next weekend I went to Arizona. So, Tammy, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm going to pull those out so I don't forget. So it was just kind of a weird thing. So I didn't really start my Christmas season, and I'm going to grab batteries while I'm talking to you, until the second week in December. And so it's felt very, very, very fast. So anyway, oh, Moira, bless you. I hope you, I hope you are able to rest well. I know this is a crazy busy time of year for you. I am actually going to be going to an Italian deli, I think on Friday. I can buy the cookies in a grocery store around here, but they're not as fresh as if you go there, and I think that would be really awesome. So if I have time and it works in my schedule on Friday afternoon, because it's about a half an hour or so away from where I am, I have to go partway there anyway to run to my bank. So I thought, I think I'm going to do that adventure. Maybe even see if my boyfriend wants to go along with me. If he doesn't, that's fine. But he's never been to this grocery store. There's two amazing Italian grocery stores on the east side of Milwaukee, so I think I might be doing that. But anyway, I will be thinking of you, Moira, as you're going through that, because this is a crazy, crazy time. Tammy, thanks for the reminder. And you guys also, just again, thanks for being so supportive and wonderful. I love sharing this process with all of you and just talking to you about your processes as well. So have a happy rest of your day, and I will see you again tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.